My name is Heather Feather. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today we are talking about fire elemental. I am a fire elemental. I'm actually fire water, which I think is hilarious, and say all the time, I'm like, liquor, you're welcome. Because I'm mostly fire and water. I do have air and not earth other than in learning sectors, but mostly fire and water. I'm Sagittarius with Leo moon. 0 degrees cusping, but I am Sag Leo moon. So fire sun, fire moon. There you go, it's a bunch of fire. That's what fire looks like. At 45, it's much calmer now. Fire elemental is Aries, Leo Sagittarius, is about having fun, playing, telling jokes, watching comedy. One of my favorite things in the world to do is to watch comedians, is to laugh. I love laughing at dad jokes. I always find it hilarious also that humans love to find slices of humor that it's like, that's not funny. And it's like, you know what's not funny is that you choose to find stuff not funny. You know what you could choose is to just laugh at everything. Just get as many laughs in as you can. That's my goal. When I'm dead, I want to be like, oh my God, I laughed so much. I laughed so much my cheeks are going to hurt in all the lifetimes now. So you know, we can laugh at it. We can get the cosmic joke. We can stop being so serious and severe. Not funny. I don't like that. That's not funny. It's like, you're hilarious. You're being hilarious because you're real committed to having a miserable time. Aside from being, you know, into comedy and jokes and fun, they like to literally party, have a good time, have fun, enjoy life, find life to be a life worth living, get enjoyment out of it. If you think about fire as an element, we've been staring into it since the dawn of time. And why do we stare into it? It's super colorful, just like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They tend to be really colorful, really vibrant, really charismatic. They tend to move. They have a lot of gestures. I got those Sicilian hands always trying to move. They tend to have a lot of action and movement like a fire. If you watch a fire, it can lick into the air. It can shoot off sparks. It has many ways that it expresses. And some of them can burn you if you don't look alive. And in that same vein, a fire sign can burn you if you don't look alive, because in the negative manifestation, their anger can take over and they can get too hot. But the beauty of fire elemental is that they are passionate, they are creative, they are fun, they are playful, they want to joke around, they want to have a good time. They're here to help us to be less severe about it all. And we are pretty severe about it all. Like, we could seriously use some fire elemental up in this mug called Earth School. We need some fire, y'all, okay? Let's just play again, you know? Be ye like a child for half a freaking second. How about that? So one of the things that fire does is it is the initiator of a new form of manifestation. I've often said what you think about and feel about you bring about, or thought plus emotion equals creation. So thought would be air sign, swords in the tarot. Air elemental represents thought, thinking, words, communication. Water elemental is going to be cups, chalices, bowls. In the tarot, it's going to represent feeling. Just water takes many forms, much like our emotions. And we typically feel about what we think about. Whatever we're doing up here, we're going to stew in down here, as above, so below. So what you feel about, feelings, the heart, which has the largest electromagnetic field, 1 of 3 meters that reaches outside of us, is going to activate the thought to become the manifest world of form. What you think about, you are feeling about, and that is telling the quantum field of probabilities what type of particles to become. So one of the great misnomers of this world is that we have a world out there that we don't like, and it's because the world out there is not getting it right. And fundamentally, the reason Mahatma Gandhi, the great soul, would say, be the change you wish to see in the world, is because what we do in here is what's reflected out there. So if we could have a little bit brighter thoughts and we could have a little bit brighter feelings, we would see a brighter manifestation. But sometimes we just deep dive into those negative thoughts and feelings and go, why is the world so terrible? I don't know, let me have some more terrible thoughts real quick. What fire elemental does is it offers a new idea. It goes, hey, what about if you looked at it this way? For example, a pandemic. Hey, do you know the benefit of a pandemic? It aids Mother Earth. Many of you may have been giving prayers throughout your life that Mother Earth get a break and that she heal. It pulled tons of cars off the road. It caused lots of people that wanted to start their own business. It gave them a space to do that, and many of them did that. It caused people that were waiting for a break or an opportunity to get into that fitness program or practice better self-care to do that. Not all will choose this, but these are some of the perks that came out. Our oceans got a break. Our roads got a break. Our Mother Earth got a break. I'd do it again. Everyone's going to die anyhow. We all get to die. We all get to go home. So the thing is there are lots of wonderful things that come out of any quote unquote negativistic experience. A fire sign tends to be optimistic. Sagittarius, my sun sign, the most optimistic in the zodiac. So we're always looking for that silver lining. Like, what is the gift? Yeah, but what is the gift? Yeah, but what was the gift of it? So, I talk a lot about there being no victims, and that's because we are choosing experience. I do believe in our eternality. I do believe we are made of love, light, and energy. I believe love, light, and energy are eternal. I believe love, light, and energy loves to put on dresses, pants, tutus, flip-flops, all kinds of things, and dance around with shadow so that it can have the opportunity to know what it is by having contrast of good, bad, right, wrong, left, right, light, dark, whatever it is. And so we're all just dancing around down here, but we decided to take it real seriously and forgot that it's just like a play. We're just doing like holographic play time, just like a movie, and all the characters are safe because they're eternal. So it's not really as big of a deal as we're making it out to be. We can also choose to fire up a new idea, fire up a new way of looking at things. Two-leggeds love to feel like they're unworthy, they're unlovable. I'm so unworthy. Oh, nobody loves. I'm so alone. I'm alone and unlovable. And that is because we are addicted to separation. I am me. I am Heather. You are not me. It's literally so goofy because literally subatomically you are. You're made of emptiness and so am I, which makes us a field of sameness. Everything's made of atoms. So really just one thing is happening, atoms. The rest is the stories we tell about those atoms, So you are me. So what I do know is that I can step out of my severe thoughts and feelings that are causing a world that I don't want to see, and I can fire up a new idea. I can fire up a new image. I can use my creative mind to imagine what would the benefits of a pandemic be? What would the benefits of the world being on fire be? Well, we might start to value life more. We might start to consider nature more. We might start to value going on nature walks more. We might care more about the elements or what the air is like, or if we're able to breathe, or if we have water to put out fires, or we might start having more respect for the elements. There are a lot of great things that have come out of the past couple of years if we but choose to look upon them. A lot of two-leggeds got to face death. Ooh, my great and favorite teacher. Didn't used to feel that way, but love that teacher. Ancient friend Hades, I love you so much, brother. I can't wait to meet you, sugar bear. Love this teacher because it says hey, focus up. I'm not a YOLOer. I think we get to do it over and over again. But you do get one shot in the flesh costume you're in, so focus up. Death is imminent. Sometimes we need that reminder, and sometimes we need it on a global scale because otherwise we'll sit around and eat chips and watch TV until the day we die. We came down here to do stuff. So there are sometimes activators that happen, and sometimes it happens on a massive scale because we haven't been responsible for the way we're treating the earth, the way we're treating each other, and we need to get activated, fired up into a new way of being. So new things surface if we don't actively choose to participate in creating the new and evolving us all, evolving the way we treat one another, the way that we treat life, the way that we treat the earth. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the teachers we've had the past couple of years. You can fire up a new idea about loving yourself. And if you think that you are alone, subatomically, that's impossible. Everything is made of atoms, so are you. You are literally connected to everything in the universe. If you think that you're unlovable, if you think that you're unworthy, I would ask, do you think a bunny rabbit is unlovable and unworthy? How about the grass, which is, if you look at it under a microscope, made of smiley faces? How about a roadrunner or a snowy owl? Or how about a horse? Or how about your dog or your cat or a baby? Why would you, adult you, be so unworthy and unlovable? It's such a committed story of the two-legged. In order for us to have a lifetime in which we experience our worth and our lovability and our value and our deliciousness, love me, love you, forgive you, love you, forgive you, love you, forgive you, love you, forgive you. First of all, we might want to add some of that silliness, which I've been doing multiple times today already. Also, we might want to start reframing with a new idea. What would it look like if I loved myself? Oh, I might practice better self-care. I might really literally care for the body more, ensure that my needs are met, ensure I'm getting nutrients, exercise, get nutritional food, drink water if I'm thirsty. I might breathe more air. I might allow myself to play, allow myself to rest instead of being a workaholic. I might get into balance. we could really envision and use our creative visual mind, which is what fire elemental is, to see a new paradigm. And what feeds fire is air. So what we do is we start feeding the new idea thoughts. What would it look like if I had my dream job? Well, I'm not actually really attached to working for myself or someone else. What I do know is I wouldn't be micromanaged, so that means that I would be free to do the work because I know I have impeccable integrity, and if you just let me do the work, I'll do the work. And I would be given clear instruction, which will aid me to be efficient and effective. I would be not on the clock. I would be allowed to get the work done within a given week. I mean, like, what kind of work are humans doing that's so freaking urgent? There are jobs that match that, but Heather doesn't want to work in a hyper urgent environment. It tends to cause anxiety for me. So my gift would be to have like free time to get the work done. So you can start flirting with the idea. You can start giving thoughts, giving air to the fire of the new idea of your ideal job, of your ideal relationship. What I promise you is if you want an ideal relationship with a man, let's say, or a woman, or a they, if you think, oh, all men are dogs, or you think, oh, women are gold diggers, or you think all humans are garbage, what I can tell you, you're going to have a really difficult time finding the mate you seek if the mate you seek is someone that is loving, supportive. If you hold this darkened negative thought about humanity, how can you be in a relationship with a quality being when you're busy telling the quantum field that everyone's terrible? Because the quantum field is literally magnetizing to you the experiences that match the quality of your consciousness. So what we do is we fire up a new idea. Well, what would it look like if spiritual man was activated? Let me see. Where have I seen spiritual man activated? Oh, yeah, the Dalai Lama. Oh, yeah, the Dalai Lama loves children. He doesn't hate children. Oh, yeah, Gerald Gardner. It was a huge contribution to magic, and everyone that practices magic and Wicca, witchcraft, or paganism today can give good, great thanks to the Caucasian male known as Gerald Gardner for his contribution and what he did in activating that in the awareness of mankind as being more acceptable and not vilified. Wow. Thanks, dude. That was super spiritual of you. Who knew spiritual men so activated? So we can literally activate the thoughts. Oh my gosh, women do work now and have been for a minute. Maybe they're not all gold diggers. Maybe that's a projection because I want her body. I project that she wants my money. We can start to own our own foibles and our negativistic thinking. And we can clean it up with a new idea that is more aligned with a divine design, more of what we seek. Oh my gosh, what if humans are really cute? What if they are really sweet? What if they are really loving? What if they do really want to love and listen and also share themselves? Ooh, so fun to have friends of like minds and lovers of like minds and whatever that is in your paradigm. So you can envision a new idea. You can hold that new idea. You can feed it energy with air or thoughts, that fiery new idea. And then that's going to lend you to have certain feelings. Oh my God, it would feel so good to be able at 1:15 p.m. just get up and take myself over to mountain and go kiss all the rocks and the trees, which I literally do, and be like, "I love you, Mother Earth. How are you doing today?" And just talk to all the birds. Hi, bird. I love your song. It's so cute. And they'll be like, "Did you know I could do this?" I'm like, "Oh my God, that is amazing." And then I could commune with nature and then come back and get to work again. So I start flirting with the idea. I start giving it thoughts, and that starts to give me a feeling. And that feeling starts to really pull it into the manifest physical world to become my reality. Fire elemental in the negative can become overly aggressive. It can be too risk willing. The benefit can be that they're risk willing, so they're not sitting and plotting about every decision. They just make quick decisions. But that quickness to riskness can cause a lot of challenge because sometimes being slow and considering and making a plan and making a checklist, like Earth Elemental, will support you in not getting into unnecessary situations like locking your keys in your car or your house. Things that can happen when you're moving really fast. They can be very fiery and angry in the negative. They can be too hot-headed. Fire can become too hot. You can burn your hand in it. So fire in a negative elemental can get too hot for us all. But are there any new ideas you can fire up today? You can always subscribe on YouTube to Rare Bird Medicine, like and comment there. In the coming year, we're going to have online classes so you can do home study. And I just wanted to say, envision something different that you would like to change today. Feed it some air, feed it some thoughts, and see how you feel afterwards. You might be surprised what trickles through in the manifest world of form for you. Blessed be.